You're looking at Pernell Whitaker, lightweight, weight limitation 132 pounds. He is 20 years of age, from Norfolk, Virginia. He has been consistent in his career, the reigning world champion. Seemed to have no trouble with anybody in the lightweight classification. Emmanuel Stewart of Kronk Gym fame leading him into the ring. And he will be going against another southpaw, because Whitaker is one, Joe Belinc of Marysville, Washington, 19 years of age, a taller man with a bigger reach, and not highly thought of until yesterday. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. Delighted to have you with us for the final determination of the composition of the United States Olympic boxing team for the forthcoming games of the 23rd Olympiad. Quickly to recap, last June 10th in Fort Worth, the finals of the Olympic boxing trials. And there were 12 champions crowned. Then a selection process, then a mini box-off series, and finally this current box-off series. And those who will represent us in Los Angeles will have been finally determined. But right now, let's go into the ring and set the action. But before we do that, we will come back for the action immediately after we bring you back live, ringside, Las Vegas, Nevada, 132-pound lightweight classification bout. Whitaker against Joe Belinc. And the only question about Whitaker is his terrible fight of yesterday. The first time he's shown badly since anyone can remember, though there was a suggestion of it in Fort Worth, Texas, when he seemed to be developing the capacity to seek to load up, knock the opponent out. And that's exactly the wrong thing to do in a boxing tournament. And Belinc took advantage of him yesterday, beating him to the punch steadily, scoring repeatedly, while Whitaker was just looking for the kill. Not Whitaker's style. Whitaker doesn't usually make for an exciting bout because he is basically a counter-puncher. The action begins with Bob Serkin, veteran amateur boxing referee, the third man in the ring. Now let's see if Whitaker corrects, makes amends for yesterday. Belinc, as I said, the taller man with the longer reach. That never used to matter to Whitaker. He has a capacity to get inside, uses the ring beautifully. Excellent lateral movement. Learned the lessons from our Olympic boxing coaches, Pat Nappy and his assistant. Lessons that were taught so well to the 76 team in Montreal. Whitaker already showing in the early going more movement, at least, about the ring than he showed throughout the match yesterday. Another thing about Whitaker is a knockdown doesn't deter him. We've seen him twice knocked down. He understands the amateur boxing scoring rules. A knockdown counting for no more than scoring a good clean blow. And so he proved he could get up, did it against a Cuban and beat him and win the fight. The crowd squarely behind Belinc, who seems to have a group of homegrown people from Washington State down here. They were behind Belinc yesterday. And probably before the trials began, Belinc, the biggest underdog in the box office. Stunning upset yesterday, but today, a different fight already. There goes Joe pursuing Whitaker somewhat in the manner he did yesterday. Yesterday did wonders for Joe's confidence. In the hotel last night after the bout, he was absolutely exuberant. This is the time when you find out what's inside a kid. Remember, we've been suffering a tremendous heat wave. Temperatures up to 119 degrees. If there's anything wrong with the box, It's the frequency with which these youngsters must fight. And now, the one who wants it most will likely be the eventual winner. We'll be staying with you between rounds as we approach the end of round one. A good left lead by Whitaker. So let's proceed to Pernell Whitaker's corner. And I've mentioned Emmanuel Stewart, who's working the corner. He had 10 fighters going into the box-off, but his duties end once we go to Los Angeles. He'll not be part of it, but in the overtones of this scene set,
get to the points, pull on out. But every time you throw that left hand, you come on back with your right.
The overtones of this scene set, a developing rivalry between Pat Nappy, the coach, and Stewart, the professional manager. Meldrick Taylor has already qualified today. Stunning young 17-year-old from Philadelphia. Jerry Page in the light welterweight classification. And Virgil Hill, the middleweight. You'll see some of these fighters later on ABC's Wide World of Sports. Let me tell you, that Meldrick Taylor fight against Andrew Minsker was an absolute beauty. 17 years old and young Taylor goes to the games. Now, round two. Pernell Whitaker in the red top. And the opponent, Joe Belinc, in the white. Yesterday, Virgil Hill lost to Michael Nunn 5-0. Virgil had won in Fort Worth. But today, Virgil Hill won over Michael Nunn 5-0. So Virgil goes to the game. Whitaker is fighting a much better fight than he fought yesterday. But still, you see Belinc answer back using that reach and the right jab. I mentioned Bob Serkin is the third man in the ring. The five officials scoring at ringside: Ed Urbeck, Paul Connor, Stan Hamilton, Elmo Adolph, and Raleigh Schwartz, all veteran boxing amateur officials. What a difference in Whitaker's demeanor. Let's see if he can produce a difference in results, because he had been considered, even with Mark Vreeland in the troop, America's best bet for the Olympic gold. See him using that ring? He did get a lesson yesterday. All over the ring and slipping out nicely as Belinc sought to get him against the ropes. Not being shackled in a corner today as he was yesterday. Just pointing out the difference between yesterday's fight, which you did not see, and today's. But Belinc continues to use the right jab effectively. No intention to underrate the youngster from Washington State. Good left and another good left by Whitaker. He is a powerful puncher. Has knockout capacity without question, especially in that left hand. See that? Wound up that exchange with a good clean left and right.
Wait!
This is second round action. And we are coming to the end of the round. And Whitaker is scoring well in this round, in my opinion. Among the overtones here, complaints of a conspiracy against him and his fighter, Mike Tyson, by Customata, claiming Tyson was robbed yesterday. The officials in total disagreement. We come down to the end of the round. We'll be back in a moment. We're back at ringside Las Vegas live. Pernell Whitaker, a red top, coming off a very impressive second round, asserting himself the way we've always seen him, how he became the world champion. Belinc, though, a troublesome fighter, taller, with the greater reach. trying to use that right jab lead. Both men southpaws. No question, the efficiency and frequency of Whitaker's counter-punching in the second round gave him a clean edge there. The first round, maybe a slight edge for Whitaker, maybe a slight edge for Belinc. Could have gone either way. So this is it, the third and final round, the determination of which one will go to Los Angeles. Whitaker using the right effectively. Belinc trying to get to him. And there, backing him into the ropes, but Whitaker fighting off them, which he did not do effectively yesterday. Whitaker still moving, the way he's been moving the entire fight. Whitaker would like to end cleanly in charge, but Belinc will have none of it. Joe trying to punch for punch with Whitaker. Each kid giving everything he's got. With every blow. Circuits breaking the fighters. A caution from Bob Circuit. This place flooded with the vultures of professional boxing. Meeting with the kids, putting stars in their eyes. A major problem, says Loring Baker, who is the chairman of the Amateur Boxing Federation. He plans a two-pronged attack in the future against that, too detailed to go into here and now. The fight is winding down, and Belinc is giving it everything he's got. But still, I believe the cleaner blows have been scored by Pernell Whitaker. Belinc, though, proving himself extremely worthy as an opponent. Closing down now. 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. There will be no knockout here. There has been no standing 8 count. There has been no knockdown. It has been a hard-fought battle. Belinc trying to score in this third and final round. That's it. That's it. And the crowd stands and cheers for Joe Belinc. Well, let's see if the crowd enthusiasm is correct. Belinc goes back to his corner. His corner man tells him he has won without question. Manny Stewart doesn't think so. We'll be back. All right, we're back live. We await the decision. The crowd clearly for Belinc, but to me that's highly questionable. They don't have the decision yet.
Whitaker 3-2.
However, this fight should be closely scored. No question. I would give it to Whitaker.
Don't have it yet. He's just getting it right now. You ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner in the 132-pound weight classification, representing the United States in the 1984 Olympics, in the red corner, Pernell Whitaker.
There it is. It was a 3-2 decision for Pernell Whitaker. And the crowd boos. But amateur boxing scoring, and these men knew the scoring systems in amateur boxing. I would have given it to Whitaker too, as I indicated. Pernell Whitaker will go to Los Angeles, but we remain at ringside here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as we now have the opportunity to speak with Pernell Whitaker, who will be going to Los Angeles.
Give the mic, give the mic.
First, Pernell, I want to congratulate you because you'll be going for the gold. Your dream all along.
Hey, that was my goal. I dreamed about the fight tonight. I knew last night it was close, but still I thought I had enough to pull it out. But, you know, tonight I knew I had to go side to side against the left hand, and I knew that he couldn't go good on his right, so I just tried to carry him to the right the whole fight and work the left hand off going to the right.
Give Joe credit, though, because he proved himself a most worthy opponent.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. I knew coming into the box off that Joe will be tough because he was training tough, and he had to spawn with the left-hand fighter that kept him at his peak. But I knew that with my world title and everything at stake going into the night, I knew no doubt once Mark really made it, I had no doubts that I would make it. I would just come out and fight extra hard at this time. Me and my half-brother win the gold together.
I must ask you, were you affected by the crowd's open rooting for Joe?
Oh, no way. Coach told me before I went in there, don't worry about the crowd, the TV, or nothing. Just go in there. I knew I was behind. I knew I had to win tonight. But just go in there and just give it all I got and don't worry about the crowd.
Look, I'm only concerned about you in one respect. You developed a habit of trying to load up and knock the opponent out. Terrible mistake. Don't do that in L.A. Good luck.
No doubt. Did I look like Muhammad Ali?